utilizing cognitive behavior therapy as a model, you can adopt the point of view that your beliefs create your feelings and your feelings produce your behavior. Changes in thinking can develop a healthy belief system. The thing is, no matter how much beliefs and behaviors change, they remain stuck in one main area: handling emotions. Certain times of distress are too scary, overwhelming, anxiety provoking, intense, and unbearable. There is fear of allowing discomfort to break into consciousness because it overwhelms you and might plunge you down into a deep well of depression from which you will never climb out. What if you went crazy and couldn't function? What if people stop loving you because you weren't upbeat or were often complaining? It seems easier and safer to focus on preparing for harm reduction and lapse into unworkable behavior than to deal with and allow for emotions. Emotional suffering shows us that emotions have intrinsic purpose and value, and that being fully and deeply with your heart's pain will not destroy you. Success in overcoming the behaviors related to emotional avoidance is directly related to experiencing a full range of emotion. In this module, you'll be learning to explore your feelings and your fears about them to become emotionally unstuck. You may feel deeply vulnerable and uncomfortable at times, and when you learn to look reality squarely in the face and start to use your feelings to take care of yourself more effectively, you will be able to dig up the past and lay it to rest. You'll learn to stand up for yourself and say no more often. Become appropriately selfish and act as if you deserve good things in your life. You will learn to feel entitled to your emotions. You will learn to be able to grieve your losses and celebrate your joy and satisfaction. You will also learn to articulate what you want out of your life. Stop taking care of everyone else's needs instead of your own, and move towards nourishing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This module has two goals. The first, to give you support in letting go of dysfunctional behaviors, and the second is to help you create a happier, more satisfying life. Achieving both of these goals depends on learning to handle your emotions effectively and appropriately. Although all feelings are important, we will examine 7 specific difficult feelings that are likely to drive disordered behaviors. These include guilt, shame, helplessness, anxiety, disappointment, confusion, and loneliness. Getting comfortable with these 7 emotions ends destructive behavior. By creating a practice of acknowledging, identifying, experiencing, understanding, and following the 7 emotions, you'll be able to stop using behaviors to regulate them. You'll learn to satisfy your deepest emotional longings appropriately and effectively. Your time on earth can feel far too long when you are overwhelmed with shame about how you treat your body and how you feel about yourself. When you are plagued with lack of self-trust and believe you will never find happiness. Life is way too short when you are joyfully engaged in meaningful work and nurturing intimate relationships, and when you love yourself, when you get a charge out of being alive. Many people were never taught about their emotions when they were young. The good news is that as an adult, you can learn all you need to know. In this module, we will welcome rather than fear emotions, value emotions as a barometer and mediator between internal needs and external circumstance. Know when you have an emotion, identify exactly what you are feeling, bear emotions that you believe are intolerable, use upsetting emotions to learn about your emotional needs. Take responsibility for all of your emotions and handle them appropriately and effectively. Use your emotions to improve your life and bring you happiness and satisfaction. Disconnect dysfunctional behaviors from emotions and stop emotional patterns. Stop obsessing. Stop using control to distract yourself from feeling. Taking care of yourself emotionally without focusing on your personal judgments. Nudging yourself to be uncomfortable is the name of the game and will help stretch and build emotional muscles. The intention of this module is not to stay the same. You're here to grow. Nothing changes if nothing changes. With practice and patience, emotions will begin to serve you the way that they were intended, as a way to nourish your emotional needs, your life, and your soul. As you grow and change, you'll become more whole and more authentic. In time, you will wonder how you lived so long without honoring your emotions and will begin to take care of yourself effectively. As a behavioral health dietitian, I use these lessons to help people who suffer from a terrible relationship with food, disordered eating behaviors, weight obsession, and what's called body dysmorphia.